Today on Savage Basement, we have
Humanoids from the Deep.
Humanoids from the Deep.
It's a very serious film.
Very serious.
It's a masterpiece of the cinema.
It's almost like a documentary about wildlife
Yes.
in the Pacific Northwest.
Did you ever watch like Wild America with Marty Stauffer?
Very similar.
It's like that. It's from around the same time. It's from 1980.
Yes.
It's from something like that. So
I don't remember when it's from, actually. Late 70s,
it's
early
from
80s?
1980. It's 1980. But it's for those of you who may not have ever seen it, it is like a
Where have you been for 30-some years?
it's like a throwback to a 1950s movie creature feature, like a Creature from the Black Lagoon or Horror Party Beach or some shit like that.
It's kind of a ripoff of just, well, the guys like the humanoids are Creature from the Black Lagoon dudes.
Yeah, pretty much.
They just rape women.
Yes, it's got an 80s twist because it
Yes.
has brutal gore and lots of bizarre fishman rape. I mean,
It's unsettling, to be honest with you, at times.
I'll be honest,
Yeah.
it was very shocking. The first time I ever saw it, it's pretty shocking because you really didn't expect that.
No, it's nasty.
I didn't expect. I mean, they just show like these
They
weird
don't show
ass.
much. It's not like they show like a ton, but it's
But-
enough for you to get what's happening.
They showed like on the chicks thrusting and shit,
Yeah.
dude. It's fucking pretty bizarre, man.
Yeah. So the movie, if you never saw it, these weird humanoid dudes are. There's like a cannery they're trying to shut down or some shit in this weird ass town, Pacific Northwest. So these humanoids, for some reason, come around, and then they're killing everyone in this little town. And
Well, I'll tell you why the humanoids come around. The humanoids come around because the company, the canning company, they're running bizarre experiments.
yeah, experiment stuff.
To like increase the intake of the haul
Yeah.
of fish because it's a fishing community, fishing town.
Yes.
So they were running some sort of fucked up experiments to increase the catch, and
I've seen the movie 50 times, but I honestly don't pay attention much to it.
only
Only the good parts.
this guy only wants to see the fish rape.
No, I like the fight at the dance.
Yeah, the fight of the dance is cool.
It's because it's so stupid, but
Well, here's the thing: if you're in like a bizarre town like that,
those
I mean,
people were really fighting. To
there
me,
would be
like
for real
yeah.
fighting or something like that, and nobody would go to jail.
No, and they would. I'm just saying they would fight better in a town like that. In that time period, everyone would be actually pretty tough.
Yeah, somebody probably got a bottle smashed on their head,
Yeah.
like glass. Somebody would have been all.
To me, that's like a frontier harbor type town. So the people would have been
Yeah.
way tougher.
Some people would have got fucked up super bad, way worse than in the movie.
But yeah, the humanoid things come out of the water and they're trying to impregnate women and kill men in gruesome ways.
Yeah, there's some good gore gags.
Yeah,
like,
it's
there's
good.
heads ripped off, faces ripped off. It's a really
Yeah.
gory and nasty film.
It's a cool movie. Like I really
Fuck
like
yeah,
it.
man, it's awesome. It's a great movie. It's very. For its time, I'm sure the people that went to see it expecting like a goofy monster
yeah.
romp. I'm sure it was very shocking at the time.
It's a Roger Corman movie.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Roger
so it's,
Corman.
yeah, you get boobs if you're into that.
Yeah, there's some hot babes. There's a lot of hot
very
babes
good
in the movie.
looking ladies.
Some good looking ladies.
But for you ladies out there, not the best looking dudes.
I know. What about that guy that has the mustache and the perm?
Well, the one guy's good looking, and then he gets tore up in the beach.
Yeah, he does.
He's like a hot young guy.
Now, here's something
Extremely
wild.
hot.
Something wild about this movie is that the movie was made, and
Yes.
then the director, against the director's wishes, like all the goofy rape stuff was like added in afterwards.
Well, the director was a woman.
Yeah.
Who didn't have the rape scenes in, I believe, and then afterwards, yeah, like you said, they put them in because I'm guessing she was against that or whatever.
But the people that made the movie were like, this movie fucking sucks and nobody's going to remember this, so we have to make it as nasty as humanly possible.
Well, I think she tried to make it kind of serious, which
Yeah.
I don't know what is serious about that. Like goofy, you're supposed to. A lot of those movies try to have some kind of environmental feel.
Yeah.
So like you're like, hey, I shouldn't, pour chemicals in the river because then weird mutant monster guys will come out. Like I don't know if that really worked on any level.
Yeah, do
but
you ever wonder if like anybody's life was really changed by watching one of these movies? They're like, oh my God,
not in
man.
the way, not in that way, not in a.
Maybe some like guy that was like a millionaire or billionaire industrialist is watching this movie and he goes, you know what? I better change my ways because I don't want the future to be fishmen just coming out of the fucking water and just killing children at a fucking carnival. I just don't want that to happen. So I'm going to change my ways and I'm going to fucking I'm not going to dump all this industrial waste into this river. I'm not going to do this shit. Do you think that ever happened once?
See, here's the thing. If I was the rich guy, I would think the opposite. I would think, so if I really do what I keep doing, then these monsters will come out and kill these poor people. Like, in my mind, I'm like, that's a safe bet for an entertaining, summer.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, but it just never happened. So for all the rich people who did that, it's kind of a shame because that movie never came true.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If I was in Humanoids from the Deep, if that was happening to me and I was to be killed by a bizarre fish freak dude,
Yes.
I would want to be killed by one of the ones that had the really long arms. Remember that?
Yeah, they
There's, like,
really
the
want.
one-
Well, there's only like two, I think, in real life.
Why the fuck do they have really
I think
long
they had
arms?
two, and it was like one guy was the one, and then the other, or he might have been both. Or maybe there's two costumes. I think they only had two costumes.
Yeah, they look extra hokey, man. Like they're like,
But I think that's why. I think they had to have like universal size arms. So it's probably like universal lengths. Like, okay, you're 6'5", you got to be in this one, and this. Who knows who's going to be in these suits? Yeah, the arms are ridiculously long, and they're slow. I don't know how you would ever get caught by the thing.
yeah, they're pretty slow. I
I mean, they're from the water, so maybe they're fast in the water. I don't know.
I guess, but here's the thing about it. Kind of makes it cool because the people are able to like fight them off.
Yeah.
So like, it's kind of makes it a little bit. I mean, if there were like these supermen who are really fast,
That's
they would
not
just
cool.
slaughter the whole fucking town.
Monsters that kill everyone you can't beat is not fun.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
just boring.
I like that. I like how that
Yeah.
movie was. I like how the monsters were. They were like the people were kind of evenly matched with the monsters. They were able to fight the monsters. The fight is really cool when they're at like the carnival, like where they have
I
the
think
war
it's
with them.
sweet.
It's sweet as fuck when they like are busting out through the fucking boardwalk and shit.
I put the movie on at work all the time. I told you that. I like it.
What do your customers think about that?
They think it's nasty. I think. Yeah. I don't
it's
know if
pretty
they're
nasty.
impressed, but it doesn't bother me. I'll keep watching it.
I read that Dan O'Bannon talked shit on the movie, and he said that the ending where the fish baby comes out of the chick at the end.
Spoiler alert.
He said that it ripped off the chest burster, and he was fucking pissed.
Was it after Alien? Alien?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what, Alien was 79?
Yeah,
or
Alien
something?
was he was
Something.
for those that don't know, Dan O'Bannon, who directed Return of the Living Dead, and
He wrote Alien?
yeah, he was he
Yeah.
wrote the screenplay. He wrote Alien.
He's dead. Rest in peace, Dan O'Bannon.
Yeah, somebody needs to get some 2,4,5-trioxin. Maybe they could bring him back so he could have some goofy, wacky, comical zombie adventure.
I don't know if it was really a ripoff of Alien. I mean, it's just to me, it's just like X-rated Creature from Black Lagoon. Just
No,
in
he
the
said
80s.
that scene ripped off.
Yeah, I
Alien,
can see that.
is what he said.
I could see that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What do you think? See, who would have won in a fight between Dan O'Bannon and Roger Corman?
I'll say Roger Corman. I think he's pretty tall.
I agree, man. I
He's
think
got the
Roger.
reach.
I think Roger Corman.
Dan
I think
O'Bannon
Roger
seemed like
Corman
a
would get
small
him.
guy. I don't know. It's like just a small rich guy. So I don't know if he could take a lanky B-movie guy, who's been in the trenches for years making films.
Well, if you've seen Humanoids from the Deep, what do you think about it? Oh, here's one more
go ahead.
thing.
Then I got to tell my story real quick.
Humanoids from the Deep was remade in the 90s. It was a made-for-TV movie, as in the early 90s, and it was shown on CBS
Yes.
around Halloween time. If you've never seen the remake, it's actually not bad. It's pretty good.
I don't mind the remake.
Oh, it's good.
I don't mind it.
Pretty good for a made-for-TV
Yeah.
movie. So what's your story?
My story is, I've told this before, maybe on the podcast, but when I was a kid, I watched it. I used to watch movies really late because my dad came home late from work. So I watched it, and I was terrified. And there's a scene where a lady's about to get killed by the monster. So in my mind, this monster's waiting outside. So my mom woke me up in the morning to go to school, and I had a pair of scissors I was holding and like a baseball bat. And I had all the lights on because I was so scared. Because in the movie, the lady like kills the thing with scissors.
And you even live by like an ocean.
No, but in my mind, I'm like, this thing's going to fucking get me from like a sewer. Yeah, my mom, rest in peace, she would remember that even when I was way older and would always tell that story. Because I loved horror movies always when I was a kid because I legit was always scared.
That movie is not appropriate for children.
No, I was a little kid. But yeah, I slept with the lights on, a baseball bat, and scissors. So,
All right, well, if you've seen Humanoids from the Deep, what do you think about it? I want to hear about it. Leave some comments, talk about it. Like the episode, share it, follow the channel.
yes, thank you very
And,
much. Appreciate all the support.
We'll be back from the Savage Basement.